What's up, guys? We are back again for some more One Piece action. Today, I've got my live reaction to One Piece chapter 1114 entitled The Wings of Icarus. All right, if you guys remember at the end of the last chapter, we finally got Vegapunk's big message to the world. The world is sinking or is going to sink into the sea. So, you know, it makes sense when you look at all the clues that we've seen, throughout the story. But what is the actual significance of that? Why have the Gorosei and Emu been trying to hide it or control it? Like, do they not have any way to reverse it? I don't know. What do you guys think we're about to find out in this chapter? Let's jump right in. All right, so starting off with the cover story. Okay, so we're going back to Wano, it looks like a little bit. We got old school Yasu over there. We got Kinemon talking to what's her name? Yamato. And it says, Oni child Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine pilgrimage. I ask that you complete a pilgrimage to Hakumai and return this sword to Enma Shrine in the late Yasuye's stead. All right, cool. And then we got a little map in the background that we're familiar with Wano. But let's jump into this chapter. That's what we've all been waiting for. All right, so we're going straight into Navy HQ in the New World, and it says the world is shocked. There's, everyone in the world's been listening to us, and they're like, the world's gonna sink into the ocean. So they're like, wait, what? So obviously nobody else really knows this. Even the people in the Marines, most of the world government, with the exception of like the Gorosei and Emu, probably knew about this, and they're just freaking out right now. Okay, so we looks like we got a bunch of vice admirals, and he's like, does he realize what he's saying? Dr. Vegapunk? I think that's Hina there in the center right there. And then, okay, what does Sakazuki got to say? So he's got a cigar, he's smoking on it, and you just see the dot, 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 him contemplating, and his eyes kind of got that like furrowed brow look. All right. Then we got the town of Mockery, Mocktown, and they're just cracking up. All right, cool. What do we got? Says this guy's a riot. He's trying to panic everyone and take the world down with him. All right, so they don't believe it. So we see the guys in the Navy, they know it's Vegapunk, so they're believing it. They don't really know like how it's true, but they believe it. Then you go to Mocktown, and these guys are like, there's no way. He's just trying to, freak everyone out since he's dead. And they're like, how the heck is the whole world sinking? Meant to sink, Mr. Genius. All right. How little do they know? And then, okay, here's one of the prime examples of things that we've seen sinking or appearing to sink, the city of Water 7. All right, the city of water. And, when we saw them in Aqua Laguna, you saw all the old layers back when we were in Water 7. So, we saw that their town, they keep building up, building up, building up. So is it that the world is sinking or that the water level is rising? That's what we thought it was. We thought the water level was rising, but maybe it's sinking, like Vegapunk said. All right. It says, if he was just talking about this city, I'd believe him in an instant. All right. See, literally, like these people are like, yeah, we know what's up. But the whole world, it'd take a lot more than rising tides to do that. All right. And then we got Polly right there. And I forget the dude with the hair, like wherever he pushes it, it pops out. All right, cool. Oh man, okay, we got Dofi over here. Okay, did Dofi have any idea about this since he was kind of aware of the secret? All right, underwater prison, Impel Down. All right, what are you guys saying? We got Dofi. He's lying on the ground. He's cracking up right now. And he's like, "This just gets better and better. Isn't it your job to take care of the inmates, Magellan? What are you gonna do if the prison gets completely flooded?" All right, so he's just poking jabs at Magellan right there, who's watching over him. And then, okay, yeah, so we see Magellan standing outside the cell. You have a point. The sudden sea level rise earlier caused havoc with some cells, and that was only 1 meter. How many meters would it take to cover the whole world? And then Dofi chimes in. Most urban areas would be screwed if water levels just rose another 5 meters. He starts cracking up. Maybe we should all evacuate. Oh man, is this how we're gonna get like the most epic war? They're gonna have to, evacuate Impel Down, and there's gonna be just a massive escape, and they're gonna join into the war. Like, how nuts do you guys think that would be? And we got to find a way to get Dofi back into the story for this final battle. He's a celestial dragon. He potentially knew about Emu and the secrets, and who knows what else he knows about. So we need to have him involved in this final battle. And then he's like, we could always go somewhere high up. Oh, is he implying a sky island, or is he implying going to the moon? Now that we're getting into all this stuff with elder planets and sun gods, like, are we about to go back to the moon? Are we about to see Eno? What do you guys think? All right, take a pause. Let's go all the way down. Go back down to the Ryukugu Kingdom, Fishman Island. All right, so we see, we got the kingdom right there, and we see father. So Shirahoshi, she went to go talk to her father. Is that really going to happen? Hmm. It sounds so outlandish, Jamon. All right. So you see everyone there, and they're just watching. So are we gonna start to see kind of more the significance and importance of the Noah? Have they repaired it yet? Where are we going? Okay, now we're going back. Oh, we're back at Egghead, Island of the Future, and they're like, okay, so on the battleships, this is crazy talk, but the world's most acclaimed scientist is saying it. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's true. It'll cause mass panic and chaos. All right, so they're like, it doesn't matter whether or not it's true. If this is being broadcast to the world right now, like it's gonna cause chaos. This is gonna be a handful for us. People are gonna be wondering, is it true? Is it not? How are we gonna convince them? And they're like, enough with the lies and madness, Vegapunk. All right, so maybe some of them are thinking this is just Vegapunk's way of, creating chaos in the wake of his death, or to escape being killed if they don't know that he's dead yet. Or I guess they do know that he's dead because in the message, it said it's tied to his heart. So they're just assuming he's trying to, make chaos all over the world since they were coming to kill him. And then what do we got? Okay, we see the Goro saying they're just like, they got this, oh shit, he said it look on their faces. And they're like, quickly, eradicate the broadcast snail. No, snuff out every living thing you can sense. We can deal with the ramifications. Damn, they're just like, yo, wipe everybody out. We need to, anybody who heard this message, kill them. Anyone like within range that you think heard this message, kill them. Like, they're going full on exterminate mode right now. Okay, what do we got? Oh, okay, we see York inside, and she's running away, and she's like, "Damn, Stella, did he really spill the beans on everything? Please humor me for a moment as I make a prediction." All right, so Stella, or not Stella, but York is still running around inside trying to find the source of the broadcast. She's like a Vegapunk, so I should be able to figure out where he put it, or where the head transponder snail is. And then okay, so this looks like Alabasta, I think, from the attire, and we see a big you know, screen. We see Vegapunk on there, and he says, "Assuming my sensor data is accurate, a few days from now, as I record this, an exceptionally vicious earthquake will rock the entire planet." Wait, I thought the earthquake that we saw was from Lucia getting blown up, but he's saying no, this was, or did we see it? What are you guys thinking? Is that what we saw with the huge jetty thing that brought Bonnie to them? Let's see. Don't tell me he's talking about today's earthquake. Didn't he die? Wait, oh, there was an earthquake today. Didn't he die after this recording? Following this calamity, sea levels the world over will rise by 1 meter. All right, so another meter they're about to rise. So that's already not going good. Dofi said 5 meters, and pretty much, most places are going to be wiped out. And it says a number of islands will become uninhabitable. All right, so already we're starting to see islands are going to be, basically uninhabitable. People can't be living on them. They're parts of them, or majority of them, are going to be submerged. So there's going to be an influx of people taking to the sea, moving to other islands, being stranded at the sea. What's going to happen? Is it going to turn into a full on like Kevin Costner Waterworld? What are we talking about here? And they're like, no way. He actually saw it coming. And then he's like, and naturally, many beaches will become completely submerged. All right. And we already see people in like a town where massive flooding is taking place. You see this old man looks like he's helping like a little girl in it. And you see a bunch of boats in the background. You see people up on the second floor right there. All right, man. Things are getting crazy in the One Piece world. And he's like, if that doesn't come to pass, feel free to disregard the rest of this message. All right, so he's like, you guys think I'm lying. If nothing happens, you guys can just ignore it. But it's already happened. He's dead. The earthquake has already happened. The sea levels are already rising. People are already feeling the effects. So, most people are going to be like, man, we can't ignore this message. Oh, okay, we got Aokiji right here. And he's like, this is freaky. How was he able to call her? That wasn't Aokiji that said it, but he's assuming, however, these events have transpired, then please pay heed to what I have to say. All right, what kind of warning is he about to say? Or is he about to drop some more knowledge to put pressure on the world government to act and, admit to this knowledge. And we see Aokiji. Oh, he's a little beat up, but he's got the dot dot dot. What do we got? The earthquake I just predicted cannot, strictly speaking, be considered a natural phenomenon. Okay, so it wasn't. So this has to do. I'm Man. This got to be from the ancient weapon that they used to blow up Lelouch. Let's get some confirmation. What are you guys thinking? And then what do we see? It says Vegapunk. Not another word. Okay, and we see everyone. You see Robin right there. This is going back up to the Straw Hats when Robin got pulled out of the way by Nami. We see Chopper over there in his guard point right there. So everyone's fighting against Saturn. We see Brooke over there. Like it's just full on melee. Like the Gorosei is trying to annihilate everybody right now. They're like, get out of here. I've always naively yearned for peace and prosperity as Vegapunk continues on. All right. Okay, we see Robin. She's over there and she catches everyone. We see, who's that? Brooke, Usopp, and Nami all go flying back. Saturn is attacking them. Man, he's like in full on rage mode right there. And then, damn, even Chopper, like even in his guard point, I think that's his guard point, he's like getting stabbed by Saturn's like spider point feet, whatever the hell they are. And Saturn looks pissed and he's like, be gone. And then I think we see Lilith right there as Chopper's getting like annihilated. And then, oh, okay, what do we got going on here? We got some craziness. Okay, so we see Saturn says, and that brought me to what proved to be my first grave sin. Like, Mars, what is the status of the power station? I am seeing to it now. All right, so that's what Saturn's trying to secure right now while the Straw Hats are in his way. We must preserve the contents of that room. I am almost there. All right, Vegapunk got to be dropping knowledge. Come on. He's like, I was fixated on my dream of developing an everlasting energy source. Yes, he's going to spill how the Gorosei and Emu have manipulated it, hellbent on driving the world to a bigger and brighter future. Ugh. Let me see Saturn. He's like the mother flame. What do we got right there? Damn. But I flew too close to the sun. All right, so that explains the Icarus reference in the title. And then we see Mother Flame, and you see this big, like, scientific barometric pressure chamber. It almost looks like, and then right in the center, you see this little like flame. It almost looks like a flame inside water. Like it's, I don't know how to describe it, but it's crazy. We got Saturn right there. He's like, we have to eradicate all life forms. Not yet. We must be relentless. Okay. All right, guys. Let me know in the comments. What are you guys thinking of this shot of the mother flame? Like, I don't know what I was expecting, but this is perfect. Like, this is exactly what I expect a Vegapunk to have created. Like, it just reminds me of like the Paladin Collider or whatever, like they just had this fusion and it created this ultimate power source right there, and it's being contained in a containment field. All right, that's epic. And then yep, look, we got this flame, and I swear to God, it looks like it's in some type of liquid and it's bubbling. He's like, I shouldn't get ahead of myself though. All right, we're zooming in on it. What do we got? Yo, we got the giant. Okay, we're finally getting back to the Iron Giant. The once friend of Joy Boy that did something to let down Joy Boy. We don't know what that is or how he betrayed him, but another one of Joy Boy's companions that, as soon as he realizes Joy Boy's reincarnation is around, starts apologizing. He's like, it's no use. Stop. All right, so Navy is just not getting anywhere trying to stop this thing. Nothing's working. And then Vegapunk, in order to understand, what is it? We didn't even phase it. All right, so they're just like, okay, they can't figure out what to do. Then we cut back. We got Dory and Broggy over here with Luffy, and we got the giant boar in hot pursuit. Youch, that's hot. Okay, we see Luffy over there, kind of laughing. Where the world is heading. All right, so what did he say? He said, in order to understand where the world is heading, that's Vegapunk. And we got Dory and Broggy. They're like, okay, they're about to get burnt to a crisp. Okay, Vegapunk, we must first address the past, specifically what happened between 900 and 800 years ago. Yo, he's straight up calling out the Void Century, something that is like literally forbidden to even be spoken about. And he's announcing, we need to talk about this forbidden, taboo subject, a century long period that most think of as a blank part of history. And we see Pangea Castle. And then we see an outline of Emu right there. Just oh man, it's okay. And then we see the celestial dragons. They look pissed right now. They're inside, either in some type of hall or in a, gathering place for them. And it says, "Those miserable Marines, what are they doing? Hurry and shut this cretin's mouth." All right, so I wonder how much the celestial dragons, do they know anything about any of this? Probably not, because they seem most of them seem to be kind of idiots and inbred. But we'll see. Uh, Fittingly, it is known as the Void Century, since all information about it has either been erased or lost, and that is true for the most part. But there is one last key to unlocking some scraps and echoes from back then. All right, and what did you find? All right, I forget what this celestial dragon's name is. Uh, Death is too good for him. Bring back his body. I'll tear him limb from limb. And then we see she's kind of questioned the Void Century. What is he talking about? Yeah, see? So it seems like even the Celestial Dragons are kind of in the dark. Like maybe they wouldn't even support Emu if they knew the true history of themselves and kind of how they got established and, propped up to be on top of the world. Okay, who do we got? Okay, I think that's Saw. It says poneglyphs. Those lonely stones dwelling in various quiet and calm lands all over the globe. The text inscribed on them, once decoded, is our one and only method. And then yep, Saw's over there. There, she. Of glimpsing the unknown past. All right. Then what do we got? Orangetown. Hey, did you know that way back when 20 kings teamed up to create the world? All right, so they're talking about the known history of the world right now. Uh, what's that guy's name? Whoop Slap, I think, and the dog Chow Chow. So we're getting everybody, in these last couple chapters, cutting back to every like town that we've been to, everyone that's like significant. I wonder if this old timer knows about any of them. Who can say? What do you think, Chow Chow? All right. And then okay, we're at Amazon Lily. And then Vegapunk continues, despite this, any attempts to decipher the poneglyphs is considered taboo by the world government. And so, I felt compelled to commit my second grave sin. I betrayed the government and studied this forbidden era myself. All right, so how much does he know? What is he about to reveal? And then we see Robin, she definitely wants to know about this. He's like, I was fortunate enough to inherit several documents from a certain group of exceptional archaeologists, and that allowed me to decipher a number of poneglyphs. All right, so Vegapunk has the ability to decipher poneglyphs, which means if any of the other Vegapunks survive, that's another method besides Robin that the Straw Hats would have kind of at their disposal. Or, maybe Robin and them could kind of discuss and, theorize about where the next poneglyph is or what to make of what they're reading. He's like, I pursued this research as far as possible, and I have no regrets. All right. He's like, history is a story after all. And then what do we got? Whoa, the ground's moving. So we see the Thousand Sunny right there. It's right on the edge. And then we just see Slink, and they're like, huh? What's going on? And they're like, look, the, the clouds are stretching. Okay. Who was able to do that? What's going on here? All right. This must be what Edison was talking about. Okay. So we see Usopp and Brooke talking about this. They're like, that's right. With the edge of the clouds further out, we'll be able to leap right into the ocean. All right. So we see a little diagram of kind of how this is going to work. So the cloud is going to kind of break off of the edge and it's going to slowly like go towards the edge of the island and they'll be able to kind of jump off into the sea right there. We see Usopp. He's like, yes, we have a way out. And then what do we got? We Y'all straw hats had better make it. All right. Oh, Edison, I don't think you're making it, buddy. Don't you dare get caught by the government. He's looking in pretty rough shape right there. And then what do we got? Okay, so cut back right here. And he's like, and in truth, I only know a small fragment of this 100 year long tale. So I think he's gonna pass his will on. Robin already inherited O'Hara's will. Now she's gonna inherit the rest of it with Vegapunk and be the one to figure out, the rest of what Vegapunk couldn't figure out. He's like, it wouldn't be right to leave you with baseless speculation, so I'll limit myself to the facts as I know them. And they're like, Okay, Dory and Broggy, they're like, enough, Straw Hat. It's pointless. The star of this story. Oh, is he about to introduce Nika to the world? Who do we got? Or is he gonna drop a dime on Emu? Was born 900 years ago in a bountiful and advanced kingdom. Oh, it's gotta be talking about Joy Boy. This next move is gonna work. All right, so Luffy, he's still trying to throw down with the Gorosei as they're trying to escape. And okay, so he throws a massive punch at the boar as they're following him. He's like, and just like the legendary sun god Nika from the fables of Elbaf, he too fought with a stretchy and elastic body. They called him Joy Boy. All right, so he's dropped in. He's revealing Joy Boy to the world. He just talked about sun god Nika, like all this stuff that Emu and the Gorosei have been trying to keep a wrap on for potentially 800 years. Vegapunk just dropped a dime on all of it right there. And then okay, we see Dorian Broggy. He's like, "Stop it! You're cracking us up." And we see Luffy. All right, he's like, he was the first man to take to the seas, the first Joy Boy, yep, confirmed, was the first pirate, the first one to be called a pirate, the original pirate. Hell yeah! And we're on break next week. All right, what do you guys think about this confirmation that Joy Boy was literally the first confirmed official pirate? Vegapunk dropping knowledge about Joy Boy and his existence, about Sun God Nika and its connection to Elbaf, him being a god from Elbaf. Just craziness. The world is sinking. Like, I wonder if there's anything else that we're gonna get from Vegapunk when we come back off a break. But this was definitely a hype chapter. Let me know if I missed anything, guys. Let me know what you guys think about this chapter. Where do you think we're going from here? What do you think's the next step? Are we going straight to Elbaf? Are we gonna, have to make a detour? Are we gonna run into Blackbeard? What do you guys think is going to go on? We have so many different avenues that we could go down for the next chapter. Are we going to continue on this hype train right here, or what's going to go down? Is Vegapunk going to tie in Luffy now to Joy Boy and Nika, since it doesn't seem like his message is completely over yet? But yeah, this was a hype chapter. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon, and have a wonderful day.